All right, today we're going to talk about financial crash preparedness. This image shows you different types of, assets and the risk of default. So at the top there, where you have all your derivatives and unfunded liabilities, that huge amount of money, that's the most risk for default. You have the least control over that, and it's the biggest risk. At the very bottom there, you see land, debt-free farmland, forests, self-sufficient farm homesteads. That has the least chance of default. It is tangible. It is real. Can't steal it. You can steal ownership of it, I guess. You could take it, take possession of it, but it is still there. Commodities are next. Generally, that would be your precious metals, your gold and your silver, but any kind of commodity, because it also is real. And you have to physically have possession of it. Paper currency is next. And you can see there now, the first two, land and commodities, there's finite amounts of those. Once you get into paper currency, that is infinite. They can just keep printing it. Then you go up through the ranks, bonds, equities, bank deposits, all of that stuff. And you can see where things can happen. So on the right, you can see it is important to own them outright. So that if you have gold ETFs or don't actually have the gold or silver in your possession, doesn't count. Paper currency, that's where you can get your hyperinflation, your banks, your accounts, your pension funds, all of those things you can see in the chart. Well, what can we do to protect ourselves? Maximize your liquid savings. So that's things that are either cash or can quickly be converted to cash that you have quick access to. Cash on hand, checking savings or money market accounts, precious metals. Now, if you own the precious metals, actually have them in your possession, that and the cash on hand are better. If you have a money market fund, for example, you might have to, you still have to do something online to move that money from your money market account into either your checking account where you can then get the cash out or to make payments on something. Or you may have to call your financial planner or someone at the bank to do that transaction for you. So it is more liquid than certain things, but you still have steps you have to take. If you lost it's still electronic. It's still not real. Stockpile essentials, food, critical spares, strategic reserves. So whether that's a little bit extra fuel, whether that's, bulking up on food you're going to eat anyways, stockpiling it, get it in bulk when it's on sale. That's a good financial hedge anyways, because as prices go up, you've already locked in that lower price. Critical spares, so soap, detergent, light bulbs, things like that. You have to try and move from the intangible to the tangible world. Reduce your debt. This is, good financial planning, even if there's not going to be a big crash. Get rid of your high interest ones first. That's your credit cards and then other debt. Move assets out of the system. So banks can block your assets. They can freeze them. I was just watching Fast and Furious 10. My goodness. Came on Netflix and was watching that. And protagonist in there froze everybody's bank accounts. And what happened? Well, Rome came through with a whole bunch of cash to keep the operation going. So crypto, is it the new gold? No, not in that sense, because it can be blocked. It's just digital, it's electronic, it can be controlled. Cash, so gold and silver, barter items, instant coffee. Some people would go for alcohol or cigarettes. Probably not a good idea to barter away all your bullets. So different barter items. Land, whether it's rental property. Now, if it's a big financial crash, unless you can, you might get pinched a bit, might not be able to collect rent, but at least it's something you have some control over. Or actual farmland. Think about those things. Can you use any of your money that you would have invested in stocks or bonds or crypto to buy tangible, real-world things? Become more self-sufficient. Can you grow your own food? Develop skills to help with job loss or to trade. In a barter economy, it's not just barter items, it's barter skills. Are you someone who can repair things? Mechanic, electrician, Plumbing, woodworking, leatherworking, sewing, medical, security. Establish your local connections to get your items. Right? If you can source things locally, you're going to be in a more resilient, better spot than someone who's reliant on things that are being imported. Build your network, build your community, install solar panels and batteries, water catchment and storage, alternative heating sources. Do those things now while you can get the resources you need to do it, and put some of your money towards that. Take steps to prepare. Banks, the system, right? Digital currency, that's going to come. It'll probably be implemented when, um, you know, when it's something catastrophic happens and they want to scare us into using it. So prepare. Take this time, use your resources, establish more security for yourself, and prepare. Thanks for watching. Hope you like and subscribe.